What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia. Today I have my Scentsy Empties for the month of November. So I got through quite a few bars and no breaks this month, but let's start off with a few testers. I have Scary Good. The notes on Scary Good are pumpkin puree, fresh cinnamon, toasted butterscotch, and creamy vanilla. I use those to make samples, and that traditionally is a scent that I find is fairly strong, somewhat spicy with the cinnamon, good for your main area, and it's not one that I tend to gravitate towards, but I wanted to get some samples out to customers. I also did that with Caramel Apple Craze. Caramel Apple Craze is golden caramel, red delicious apples, whipped vanilla. So that is a very strong caramel red apple scent. And I just want to point out, if you are in Canada, you are aware that Canada Post is having a strike right now. If you are one of my customers, I usually send a happy mail out to anybody that's purchased for me for that month. However, with the strike, I will not be able to get that out to you, but as soon as things resume, I will be right back on top of that. So let's talk about some of the current bars that I got through. I got quite a few of ones that are current. So the first one is a flat bottom, and it is a scent that I use sparingly, but I really enjoy this one. It is Around the Campfire. So the notes on this are mountain air, fresh fallen wood, and smoky embers, and this is in the woods category. Now what I tend to do is take maybe half a cube, sometimes even a quarter of a cube. Very rarely do I use it on its own. I usually use it as a mixer. Now on its own, it is very strong and it is a smoky scent, but there's a sweetness to it. It's really nicely done. I compliment Scentsy on the job they did with this. If you haven't tried Around the Campfire and you're okay with smoky scents, I suggest picking this up or ask your consultant for a sample. That's what we're here for. All right, so from an LTO, I have Glazed Almond Dreams. This is from the Disney Signature Treats Wax Collection. This one I enjoyed. It's roasted almonds, sweet sugar, and sparkling cinnamon. And I got a bit of a toffee note. It reminded me of a variation of Toffee Butter Crunch. Very different with an almond tone. But this was enjoyable and fairly strong for me. I would say at least a medium. Would I repurchase it if it was on its own? Perhaps. I used that. I think I used most of it for Tester Tuesday, so I used some of it in the boys' room. I finished it off in the main area, and I think I used it mixed with some things. All right, the next one is Gingerbread Cheesecake. This is an LTO from the October Whiff Box, I believe. It may be something that you can add to Scentsy Club still, so if you're curious about this one and you're a Scentsy Club subscriber, you can go into the website and check under promotions. I believe if it's there, that's where you can add it. The notes on this are gingerbread, cinnamon, and cheesecake. And I describe this as a baked cheesecake, and not too strong on the gingerbread and also not too strong on that tanginess that you get sometimes with the cream cheese scent. Because it's baked, everything's very creamy and a little bit of that GBD, which I call golden brown and delicious factor with this one. Not overly strong, about a medium or a medium light, but this was nice. I put it in my Scentsy Club, and then on thinking about it, I thought I'm going to remove that because I have a lot of bars in my club and I'm trying to kind of keep things to absolute must-haves. All right, the next one is a fresh scent, and it is Clean Breeze. Now, you don't see me go through a lot of laundry scents here on my channel. It's not a scent category that I tend to seek out or, crave and want to warm it. But this came in, I think, Tester Tuesday, maybe a few months ago, and I just finished off the partial bar that I had left, and this is White Florals, basically described as the scent of fresh, clean laundry. And I actually prefer Clothesline to this one. Clothesline is a bit stronger. This is about a medium to a medium plus for me, and it's okay. It reminds me of the liquid laundry detergent, and also that combined with a wet clothes smell as soon as you take it out of the washing machine before you put it in the dryer. So obviously good for laundry rooms, but some people enjoy those in their main space or bedrooms, etc. The next one I have is Sleigh Ride, and this one is from last year's pour. I believe this was in the holiday collection last year, and I never got around to warming it. So it came up in Tester Tuesday, and I got to warm it that way. So Sleigh Ride is described as crisp air, fir needle, and tart cranberry. I definitely get the fir and the cranberry. It's a nice scent. It's more tree than cranberry. But for me, I've said it before, tree scents, I can usually pick whatever one. I'm going to be okay. If I feel like a tree scent, I could probably pick just randomly pick one and I'm going to be okay with it. And it's not something that I warm a lot of. I usually warm it mostly late November, early December. After Christmas, I tend to not warm a lot of those scents. If I needed more of those type of scents, I would repurchase that, but I don't need any, so I'm probably fine with what I've got. This is a licensed bar. Disney Cocoa Familia comes first. The notes on this are marigolds, night blooming jasmine, and warm vanilla amber. This was a pretty floral, musky amber type scent. It reads a little bit more on the mature side. If you were saying how old is the person wearing this scent, they would be a little bit older, but it's very almost like exotic warm. And it's nicely done. It's just not one that I need any more of. Bedroom or bathroom for me for that one. The next one I have is Stitch Experiment 626. This is available in the catalog right now in the license section of the catalog and website. This one has Valencia orange, pineapple nectar, sugar cane, and sea salt mist. This is a very long-lasting, fresh fruity scent. There's a little bit of that sugar cane. It gives it a little bit of a special twist as well. I think it said nectar. Something was nectar, pineapple nectar. I find that gives it a special tang. It's really hard to describe, but once you smell it, you know it. Oh, there's a hair here, sorry. This one was a little bit juicy. And I think I have one more, and this was also a flat bottom, which I'm working really hard on, finishing up from my stash. Now, some people, if you're new to Scentsy, you may say, what is a flat bottom? A flat bottom is a clamshell without any family imprints as compared to this one, where you can see imprints of the different families in the clamshell. So the flat bottom ones are from, I think they started introducing the imprints around May of 2021. So anything before then might be a flat bottom. Now, sometimes you might get a flat bottom bar in a flash sale or even in your Scentsy Club. Those are usually, from what I've gathered, they would not be fresh pours. They would be ones that they've had in stock for a while and are kind of divvying out. All right, so the next one we have in the list is Churro So Sweet. And I described this one as Churro So Strange because it's a little bit of a strange scent. Fried dough and cinnamon sugar. This is the scent that people get weird notes from. Some bars I have smelled a little bit of that. Some smelled a bit more. Some didn't smell like that at all. This one smells good, like right in the clamshell right here. So I really have no idea what's going on with that one. It is one that is fairly strong, so maybe give it a try and see what you think, because everybody's nose may pick it up differently, or it might be variations with the pour. I don't know. The next one we have is Balsam Spice. This is a new release in the woods category, and this is cinnamon, sweet spice, and charred cedar and balsam. And this was really nice. It's a nice festive scent for this time of year. Warm, cozy, inviting, homey kind of scent. This would be good in medium-sized spaces that are like family-oriented, like a rec room or a family room or a den. I don't know if it would stand up to a big area, but depending on how big your big area is, it may work out okay. So I would repurchase that again if it comes back. All right, the next one we have is White Peach and Cranberry. This is a new release scent from this year as well. Basically white peach and cranberry, and this is one of Erica's favorites. She absolutely loves this. And if you've been watching some of my Tester Tuesday videos, you know that she really is struggling, as well as my husband, with this time of year. They are both very much spring and summer people, whereas I'm definitely probably fall, winter, although I'm leaning more spring and summer as the years go by. And Ryan is very welcoming of most scents. There's a few that he really dislikes. Coffee is one of them. But White Peach and Cranberry was nice. I actually had 2 cubes of this left, and I decided to try it with Vanilla Bean Buttercream. And it was nice, but I think I would like to try it with other mixer scents. So we'll give that a try. But Erica loves this on its own, so I will purchase more of that for her. All right, the next one I have is Candy Apple Delight. This is from the signature Disney Treats collection as well. Crisp apple, butter, caramel, pecan, sugar. I believe I had 3 cubes left. I usually use 2 cubes in a warmer up here or in here, and then 2 cubes in my bedroom and just leave that, or bathroom, excuse me, and leave the door open and try to get the scent going in this kind of area of the apartment. Now this one I only had 3, so I think I warmed 2 in a warmer here, and I think I grabbed a mini warmer and plugged it in over here, warmed something else in the bathroom and kept the door closed. This is really nice. It just puts a smile on my face. I really enjoyed this the last time I warmed it. So I went and put it in my club. So I'm not sure how long it's going to stay there, but I definitely want more of that. It reminds me of some of the wax melts that you might have tried, if you've tried vendor wax, there's something about the tone of that wax that reminds me of vintage VCS, or vintage chic scents. That's really hard to say today. VCS. Something about it reminds me of one of her scents. I'm not huge into vendor wax, so I probably couldn't say which scent, but just something about it is very familiar. All right, from the scents of the season, I have 2 clamshells. I have eggnog, and I finished up this one. This is a very sweet vanilla-based scent, and this one is described as nutmeg, rum, and cream. There is a rum note at the beginning, and I really didn't care for that. It kind of burned off after a while, but then you're left with a very sweet vanilla-based scent. And in one area I could smell it very well, and in one area I could barely smell it. So because of the inconsistency in how my nose was perceiving it, I will probably pass on repurchasing this. But I must say I enjoyed it a lot better once I warmed it. So a good example of always warming your wax. The next one I have is Merry Wonderland. And this is one of those quintessential Christmas Scentsy scents that they put out. Really enjoyable. It says pink apple, clove, sparkling, spruce, woodland. So like the festive drink, sugar plum berry. Not really blue Christmas to me because that smells different for me than it does for most people. But like holly jolly cider, those kind of evergreen, fruity, spin type scents with that Christmas sprinkle that they put on. That's what this is. Very strong, good performer. I would definitely recommend that one if you like those kind of scents. And from scent of the month, is it this month's scent of the month? I think it might be Christmas Cookie. This is one of those chameleon type scents that smells different almost every time you smell it. So this is baked gingerbread, sparkling orange, and pine trees. On first sniffs, I could smell pine and cookie. And then when I warmed it, I mostly got a gingerbread background tone with a cookie. And then the other day I smelled it and it smelled different again. Yeah, it smells kind of dusty in here, like dusty in a not pleasant way. But in the warmer, I really enjoyed this one. So I have 2 more bars. And if local customers don't, grab it or want it, then I will gradually get to warming those. And I'm just wondering why they pick different packaging. Maybe just something different to do this time of year. It's kind of nice. All right, let's move to the next section where I'm going to discuss things that are retired. We always talk about things that are retired, and I encourage you, when you're watching a video, if someone really raves about something and it kind of piques your interest, then pick up your phone, go to the notes section, type in, maybe have a section, things I want to try, and alphabetize them from what you hear on videos. And that way, if you're ever going through a flash sale, you could just have that printed off, or, and you see, okay, yes, I really wanted to try my hero, and you would put it in your cart without hesitation. A lot of times when I see flash sales, I often see some of my older videos being watched, and I'm wondering if people are watching them and then deciding if they should purchase, or they just go for it and then see if they think it was a good purchasing decision by watching the video afterwards. I don't really know, but what I would advise you, if you are a Scentsy addict and you're really eager to try different scents, have something on your phone, scents I want to try, etc. Alphabetize them. Anytime you see, like I said, a flash sale, something that's time is of the essence, have your list ready and just scan down. If you see, something in the sale, then add it in that way. All right. Speaking of my hero, I have one here. This is a strong masculine scent that lasts a long time. It is Cool Citrus White Birch Crisp Air. Very long lasting for me. So long lasting, I would say multiple days. Yes, and probably one of my favorite masculine cologne scents, although I don't gravitate towards these type of scents, nor do I gravitate towards laundry. So these type of scents, I think I've warmed 2 or 3 bars in the past maybe year. So I think I'm needing a break from it, but I think I have 2 left, and I'm happy to say I do enjoy that one. It's probably one of my favorite masculine cologne scents. Good value as well. All right, the next one I have is #Dream Big. I've purchased this from the clearance. It was a flat bottom, which means it's an older bar, even though I picked it up in September of this year. I would suspect this is from 2020 or 2021. It says black currant, mimosa blossom, pineapple, and vanilla orchid. I remember thinking I warmed this mostly in Erica's room, I think 2 different times, and somewhere else, maybe their bathroom. And I definitely get a perfumey currant smell. That's the best way to describe it for me. It was enjoyable. If I saw it for a good price, I would consider getting more. I have sheer leather. I describe this as the sexy bedroom scent because it's really nice. in bedrooms. So this one is bergamot, hint of leather, and sandalwood. It's just got a bit of leather. It's not overbearing with the leather. It's really nicely done. Lots of sandalwood. So if you like sandalwood scents, then definitely look for this one. Yes, very, very nice. I would say a good unisex scent with that one. The next one I have is yellow from the Chase Rainbows collection. This has lemonade, grapefruit, and pineapple. And I warmed this on a day. It said melt something that makes you think of a loved one that's passed away. And that was a scent prompt that someone suggested, and I put it in. And my brother-in-law, Doug, he passed away in December of 2022. It'll be 2 years this December, coming up soon. He died of pancreatic cancer. And he was not very old, only 52 years old. We miss him dearly. And he loved lemon, so I warmed this for him. All right. Sometimes you get emotional. The next one I have is Evil Queen Just One Bite. This one is apple, warm cinnamon, and black molasses. And for me, you get the apple, cinnamon, and definitely molasses. That's what stands out for this one to differentiate it. Sorry. Sometimes thinking about other things takes your mind off of it. So we'll just work through it. Yes, very much a apple, not so much cinnamon for me, apple and molasses scent. So I have this warming in Ryan's room. I think I have this one, or sorry, the one I'm working on plus one more, and then I'm all out of that one. I'm trying to use it all up. Not that I don't like it, but I'm just trying to work through my older wax. All right, I might as well talk about this because it's here. This is Fluffy Fleece. And Fluffy Fleece is a scent that used to be available in the catalog, and now it's just available in laundry. And boy, is it nice in laundry. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed this when I warmed it. And I do have a brick or two, I believe, so we're in good shape here. So it's black currant, cozy musk, and heliotrope. My husband really likes that scent, and I've come around to it over time as I've warmed it. It was really nice and long-lasting. Continuing on with retired items, I have Cozy Spice. This is a love for me. I love this one so much. Toasted nutmeg, ginger, spice, Snow White vanilla cream. I'm going to put this really close to the camera so that you can write it down. Cozy Spice, such a good one to consider voting back. It's about a medium to medium light performer, but so pleasant, not overly spicy. You hear Cozy Spice and you're thinking, oh gosh, lots of cinnamon. There's lots of other things that are mixing together, and it's a really cozy scent. And that vanilla just brings it home. It's so beautiful. All right, the next one I have is Jack's Obsession. This is a beautiful tangy apple scent with lots of spices, and it's more of a green apple. So the notes on it are apple, clove, and cinnamon. This is a very good scent for me on Scent Appeal. I love this one so much. And fun fact, this actually performs way better here in the new place than it did in my old place. This is one of the bars that if you said, is there a difference between locations and how a bar performs for you? This is the one I say jumps to mind because this one does way better here than it did in my old house. So lucky for me. The next one I have is Maple Rum. 1 second. All right. You always have to drop something. Maple Rum Cake. Maple Rum Cake is buttered rum, cinnamon sugar, vanilla frosting, maple drizzle. This is from September of 2022. I warmed it in my big area and I had 2 cubes left. I mixed it with the vanilla and kind of put it here in my room. And it was nice. I don't need more, but I enjoyed what I had. It was quite pleasant. All right, the next one is Almond Croissant. This is from January of 2022. I warmed this in my main space mostly. It's fresh baked croissant and cinnamon sugar. I also mix this with buckleberry because I don't really love buckleberry, and I also don't love almond croissant, but I really don't like buckleberry very much. So I prefer almond croissant on its own. It did improve buckleberry a little bit. So this was nice, and you could smell it. There was a mild tone when I got off the elevator of this scent in the hallway, so it was a good thrower. Yeah. I always think of my brother-in-law, Darren. He really doesn't like that scent, unfortunately. Like, really doesn't like it. I think he made my sister turn it off. All right, let's talk a little bit about 2 testers here that I finished off as part of the Wax Melting Challenge. Vitamin U Unwind. This was a pink wax. This was available as the vitamin, what was that wax collection called? It wasn't called the Vitamin Collection. If you remember, put it down below. It'll come to me, but Vitamin U Unwind was one of the scents that returned to the catalog. It is Sweet Apple Blossom, Crisp Cucumber Peel, Serene Spa Water. Oh, very pleasant, a little bit girly and perfumey and floral, but nice and sweet at the same time. I enjoyed this, but it would be something like a one and done for me. I'd warm it and I'd be satisfied, wouldn't need to buy any more, but enjoyed what I had. Golden Garland, this was a former fall winter scent. Pine needles, marigold petals, orange twist, and golden musk. This on cold reminds me of hayrides, but when you warm them, there's a bit of a difference. This one, I think I like hayrides much better than Golden Garland, but this one performed quite well for me, and I warmed that on a day it said melt a topaz or citrine colored wax. I thought that was a good matchup. All right, before we move to the bring back my bars that I warmed, I'm going to go through the non-wax items. So I have currently available in the holiday collection vanilla barnwood washer whiffs. I know a lot of people are loving these. These are just okay. For me personally, not something I'd repurchase. What I would repurchase is Fluffy Fleece in the laundry line. I love it in all laundry products. So this was laundry liquid. Remember, this looks like a very small container, and it is, but you only need 4 pumps for a large load. Don't put extra. If you put extra and it's not properly rinsed out, your clothes may not get clean properly because residual laundry liquid can lead to bacterial growth. So you want to make sure you're rinsing it out of the clothes and not using too much, or you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. All right, now I do have some washer whiffs of that scent. I'll show it to you in just a second, but I got lots of things in here jammed in the washer whiff container. I finished up I put in a pink bulb and a clear bulb. I'm trying to use up my colored bulbs. The only ones I really like are blue. I know a lot of people like them for certain warmers. I'm more of a traditional like white warmer person. Let me know if you like the white or the colored. And if you like the colored, what's your favorite? For me, it's definitely blue. All right, I finished up an all-purpose cleaner concentrate in Johnny Appleseed. I think this is no longer available in this product, although Johnny Appleseed is available in all the other cleaning products, so I don't know why it's not available in this. I love this so much. I love Johnny Appleseed. He's like the second man in my life. All right, I finished up a Luna hand soap. And my kids tend to they get very excited when they're pumping, especially Ryan, he's just pumping away. So we tend to go through the soaps pretty fast. Luna has notes of jasmine, sweet pea berries, and sandalwood. It's a light floral scent. I've usually struggled with performance, but the scent itself is nice. I just find I can't smell it the greatest. I have a frosted cinnamon roll scent circle. I also have a spiced ember glow that I must have it in my purse because I don't think it's in here. But anyway, this one it didn't seem to last very long, but I enjoyed it. And my coworker Audrey got in the car and complimented this. She wanted to see what it was. And I said, don't even bother looking because it's not available. All right. I think it was in Drew's, or it was in Ryan's book bag, I think. I was putting something in the top of his book bag and there was a special pouch and this was in it, and it doesn't have any scent anymore. And it's clothesline. It actually has a tiny bit of scent when you bury your face in it, but I think this was in there since like last September, so it's been in there for a long time. We have a car bar in Welcome Home. This is a really nice cinnamon, cozy, homey, cinnamon and spices kind of scent. And I have 2 oils. This one was hot buttered rum. I'll put the notes here below for you. This paired nicely with a lot of gingerbread scents. Yeah. All right, the second oil I finished I really didn't like at all, and I usually just force my way through these. So it came in a pack, a holiday wax collection. It had peppermint everything. Then there was a vanilla one that I love, my favorite oil ever, and I can't remember the name. I'll put it down below, best oil ever. And then this is the third one, fig cookie. I really don't like fig cookie, but usually what I do is I open up one of the packs because I think I bought like 4 or 5 of them. So I open up the pack, I use up fig cookie first because I don't like it, and then I use peppermint, and then I treat myself with the vanilla. So anyway, yeah, no, I really dislike this. Smells like sweet dirt. So if you like sweet dirt scents, look out for fig cookie. All right, and here's my washer whiffs tub. Washer whiffs are beautiful ways to scent your clothes, and when I scent my clothes with Fluffy Fleece, I get compliments from my husband and from my work people, so I'm always happy to share those scents that get the compliments. All right, so we'll finish off with a few bring back my bars. I have a root beer float. Oh my gosh, this one was so strong. I don't remember it being that strong. So this would be a good example of another one that performed very well here in the new place. Old fashioned root beer, creamy vanilla, and ice cream. It was so strong in the boys' room, it's just crazy. I think I have one more to use up. I have Luxe Vanilla. This was a flat bottom. This one was gifted to me by Ramona, so thank you to Ramona. I think she has this in her club, and I wanted to use it up. Not only was it flat bottom, but it's broken at the top. I think I might have dropped it. This one is hard to explain. It's a very sweet vanilla. There's a little bit of florals. Let me read the notes. Musk, cyclamen, jasmine, vanilla. But there's something about it. If you were a kid and you ever had those candy cigarettes, the ones that are like white and little sticks and you chew them, and that has a very distinct powdery sweetness and taste, a very sweet taste. And I get that with this. I don't know why, but that little treat reminds me of a little bit of this bar. And obviously there's florals and stuff in with it, but something about it. I can link them up in my brain. All right, Painted Leaves is a former club scent for me years ago. Blue spruce, red maple, golden woods. Lots of woods, very crisp, invigorating scent, like you're walking through the fall and it's that cold type of day and you can hear the leaves crunching. And everything's fresh, but there's a little bit of dampness in the air as well. And it's kind of crisp and cool. And that kind of scent is a very good performer, very, very strong. Marshmallow Mint. This is my second favorite Scentsy scent. I love this one. I have it going in Erica's room. Again, today I opened a new clamshell. So this is a flat bottom. It's buttermint, marshmallow, and amber. And the amber is very special. It just makes it kind of like poof through the air. It doesn't really smell perfumey. It just gives it that special something. I don't know. This is so beautiful. It's yummy. It's cozy. It's like a cuddle up in your bed kind of scent. And in fact, I'm warming this on a day it said melt something you'd like to fall asleep to. So I put this in Erica's room because she really likes this one. I took a picture for my wax melting challenge. I actually took two, and I showed them to Ryan. I said, pick which one you like better, and they were so similar. And then I scrolled up through my phone, and there's another one from this month that I posted of Erica's room. I said, oh my gosh, it looks almost the exact same. I could have just used the exact same photo. But anyway, she loves it. I love it. I think Ryan enjoys it too, so it's a good one for my family. All right, I have Coconut Palm. This one has notes of tropical coconut, musky patchouli, and subtle green notes. I don't know if I get any of those. It's just a coconut tropical scent. And my friend and customer, Angie, in here locally, gave this back to me. So I don't think she liked it. It had 7 cubes. So I said, okay, I'm going to slowly warm this. So I'm slowly warming it. And sometimes I use this added to things that I don't really want as strong because this will bring the intensity down. But yeah, that's how I kind of finished it off. It wouldn't be one that I would seek to purchase any more of. Years ago, I had an old Bring Back My Bar packaging of this, and I used it the same way. So this one returned in 2022, I think. It is Oats and Honey. And I have a few of these. I just stocked up rather than put it in my club, and I thought to myself, I really should be using those up. So this one has buttery notes, toasted oats, Tupelo honey, and vanilla maple. It's just a nice bakery scent, a medium tone. Like it's not extremely heavy, but it's not light. I would say it's a little leaning towards heavier. Yes. If you like those type of scents, this would be a good one for you to pick up. It's a little stronger than Crumb Top. The next one I have is Fuzzy Blanket. I just took this out of Erica's warmers this morning and changed it up with Marshmallow Mint. This is a nice bedroom scent. It's not overly strong, but it's a nice, beautiful lavender, sandalwood, and there's some honeysuckle in it. So the notes they're different than Jammy Time, but they're in that same family, and there's a little piece of wax jiggling around in here. Yeah, very pretty. I actually prefer this one to Jammy Time, but Jammy Time, in my opinion, is a better performer. It's a bit stronger. So this one was back, I think, since this packaging. So we will, if they stick to the 5-year rule, then we will have to wait a little bit for that. So speaking of, that brings us to the question of the month. Are there any particular scents that you are praying that come in the Bring Back My Bar list? As I film this video, it is late on September the 26th. I'll probably post it maybe on the 28th or so, 29th, but we still haven't heard back. So my question is, are there any scents that you're really hoping for? Or by some chance, if Scentsy announces them by the time I post this video, what ones are you really excited for? So depending on what they do. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, they announce them soon. They might be waiting until the end of the month live, but hopefully Scentsy consultants will be able to purchase early access kits in December. So Thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. If you're new to my channel and you like Scentsy related content, feel free to subscribe. It is free to do. It just shows support to your YouTube creators that you enjoy. It gives feedback to YouTube so that they know to promote that creator's channel. And it will actually show up in your subscription feed. There's a little button on the bottom, you just press subscriptions, and anybody that you've subscribed to, all their videos will just show up in order that they've been posted. So it's always nice to do. Also, if you want to help your creator, hit the thumbs up, watch the video to the end, and if you did watch to the end and you don't know what to comment, just leave me a yellow heart. I love the color yellow, and hearts are always nice. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.